The opportunity you are looking for will occur, but the question you have to ask yourself is this: am I ready if the opportunity appears today? If your ideal client goes to your social media accounts, did you share in that social media account so much and valuable content that will help that ideal client to understand that you have what he needs?
Non, donc se passe ici. Tu as regardé ici? D'accord. Bon, on dit quoi?
Zoe.
Zoé.
In English, you have to say, Zoe, what do you want us to talk about today?
Zoé. Why do you
Woo.
what? Zoé. What do you
Zoe, what do you want us
us
to talk about today?
Yes. Zoé. What do you want us to talk about today?
Zoe, what do you want us to talk about today?
Yes. What do you want us to talk about today? Zoé. I'm trying to.
Okay, in fact, today I want us to talk about opportunity. Because have you ever wondered or have you ever asked yourself this question? Why it seems like life is favoring some people and it's like for other people things are difficult. It seems like some people have opportunities and other people are lacking them. And for people or for the average people, it's like some people are favored and the rest are not favored. And today I want us to talk about that because even in the business world, many business people and entrepreneurs have this tendency of thinking that to be successful, there is this unfair advantage, like there is that opportunity that will make a difference. And we want to talk about that. What is the place of opportunity? Especially today, we have an opportunity that is social media. How can we take advantage of that opportunity? Are there people who are equipped to take advantage of opportunities and other people who are not equipped to take advantage of opportunities? Is opportunity something that is for everyone? How can we leverage that? How can we use that? Can we expect opportunity or opportunity is only for some kind of people? I want us to talk about that because I had a great time yesterday thinking about that during my meditation time. And first of all, I want to tell us that when we talk about opportunity, we are talking about something we cannot control. When we talk about opportunity, we are talking about something that is out of our zone of control. Because for me, opportunity, I like to give this picture, the picture of a farmer. Opportunity for a farmer is like the rain. The farmer has control over the quality of the seed he selects. A farmer has control over the quality of the farm or the soil his seed or his sows into. And also the farmer has 100% control on the region where he goes to put his farm, because you have the responsibility to choose the right environment where you will have rain and sunlight to be able to grow your crops. So these are the things that are under the control of the farmer. But the farmer doesn't control the coming or the falling down of the rain. But what is also important here is to understand that without the rain, there will be no harvest. But the rain is not under the control of the farmer. But the farmer can make things in such a way that it increases its probability or its likelihood to have the rain falling on his work or on his seed to get the crops he wants. So, for me, opportunity is like the rain. It's something that is out of our control, but there are things we can do in order to increase our likelihood to meet opportunities and to take advantage of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is very important. That is why I used to say that success for me is not something you attract. It's not something you get out of the blue like that. For me, success is more about positioning yourself than anything else. It's understanding that here is where the opportunity is. Here is where the rain is falling. Here is where the difference is made. And you position yourself in that place in order for you to take advantage of what is already happening there. You understand? I want business people to see their ideas, to see their business as with the mentality of a farmer. I have seeds, I have a soil, I can choose the environment, I can choose the location of my farm depending on my study. It means that I study the place and I understand that in this place there is a lot of rain, there is a lot of sunlight that my crops need or that my plants need to grow crops. And when I do that kind of research, I understand that here is the place of opportunity, because I understand that the opportunity is more about, or success is more about positioning myself where the opportunity comes. And that is very important. Nowadays, social media is a big opportunity. And I'm always amazed that many business people are not getting it still today, until today. Social media, it is a great opportunity because that is where the rain is falling. People are going on social media. We have more than 3 billion people every day active on social media. It is a big opportunity. And as a business person, when we understand that success is more about positioning ourselves where we know that opportunity comes, when we understand that, we cannot play with this social media thing. We understand that since 3 billion of people are active on social media every day, we have to be present on social media to take advantage of that opportunity. But right now, when I go on social media as a business person, what are the things I need to put in place in order to increase my likelihood to take advantage of the opportunity that is on social media? It's about positioning, but you have to understand what to do. Because let me go back to the example of a farmer. If a farmer is in the place where there is rain, sunlight, but he do not understand when he has to sow and when he has to reap, he will make confusion and he will miss the opportunity. It means that it is not just about positioning yourself where the opportunity comes, but you have to understand what you need to do in that place of opportunity to take advantage of what is happening here. So as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as a visionary, when you go on social media, because you have understood that that is where things are happening, that is where the opportunity lies, you have also to understand what you need to do, what attitude you need to have, what are the foundational things you need to put in place for you to take advantage of those opportunities. That is very, very important. And I want to give us three things. And I got those three things not just from my experience, but I read something yesterday talking about, it was Jesus who was talking there. It was Jesus it was Jesus talking to his disciples about the fact that they should be aware of the coming of the coming back of the Master. And it is in the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 42. Yes, 42. No, it is in the book of Luke chapter 12, verse 35, 36, verse 35, also verse 36, even verse 37. We will be reading from verse 35 to verse 40. Be dressed ready for service and keep your lamps burning, like servants waiting for their master to return from a wedding banquet, so that when he comes and knocks, they can immediately open the door for him. It will be good for those servants whose master finds them watching when he comes. Truly I tell you, he will dress himself to serve. He will then recline Truly I tell you, he will dress himself to serve, will have them recline at a table, and will come and wait on them. It will be good for those servants whose master finds them ready, even if he comes in the middle of the night or toward daybreak. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he will not have let his house be broken into. You must also be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Jesus was saying to them that since you do not know when the Master will come back, it's important for you to be ready, because the only control you have, it is in your readiness, in your ability to get prepared, because you do not know when the Master will come back. Now, the return of the Master in this story can be assimilated or can be like an opportunity for a business person. You don't know where the opportunity will come. You just know that there are opportunities out there. You don't know where you will stumble upon that opportunity. You don't know where the client you were dreaming about will come toward you. You don't know the day. But Jesus was stating there that you have to focus on preparing yourself to be ready, because the Master will come sooner or later. The Master will come. The opportunity you are looking for will occur. But the question you have to ask yourself is this: am I ready if the opportunity appears today? If your ideal client goes to your social media accounts, did you share in that social media account so much and valuable content that will help that ideal client to understand that you have what he needs? Because that is something we have to ask ourselves. The way I am creating content on social media, is that approach, that strategy, those content I'm creating on social media are so powerfully crafted so that the day my ideal client will stumble upon my social media by going through my content, will that client be inclined to buy from me because those content are very powerful, are very attractive, are very attractive or persuasive for him or to him? That is one of the questions we have to ask ourselves, because it's about preparing. Jesus here was saying that opportunity, you do not have control over it. You do not know when the master will come back. You do not know when your ideal client will come over your social media account. You do not know where your ideal client will come over your Facebook page. But what you can control is to make sure that the content you create every day on your social media account are created in such a way that the day your ideal client will stumble upon your content, your content will have such an impact on him that he will have no other choice to buy from you and to do business with you, because you were preparing yourself for that day. That is the philosophy behind this story Jesus was sharing. You cannot control the return of the master. You cannot control the occurrence of the opportunity, but you have to prepare yourself. Now, what are the 3 things I got from that story that can help you prepare yourself? First of all, as a business person, if you want to take advantage of social media, first of all, if you want to make sure that the day your ideal client will stumble upon your content will be so powerful that it will have no other choice than to do business with you, the first thing you have to consider and you have to put in place is differentiation. We are in a noisy market. We are in a competitive market. And the best way for you to stand out is to be different. And you can be different by leveraging your vision, leveraging your passion, leveraging your mission, leveraging your values, leveraging your perspective, leveraging your stories. There are many ways you can differentiate yourself. There are many ways. As a business person, there are many ways. So first thing, if you want to take advantage of social media, you have to understand that you have to be different. Because when we talk about competition, we are talking also about sameness. We are talking also about imitation. People are following the same strategy. People are looking for the same customers. People are sharing the same kind of content in the same perspective. That is why there is competition. If you want to stand out, first of all, you have to be different. And there are many ways. In your content, you can position yourself in a different way by leveraging what makes you unique as a person or as a business. And there are many things you can leverage that makes you unique. First thing can be your purpose. It can be your mission. It can be your values. It can be your core skills. It can be your perspective. It can be your story. It can be what you stand for. Steve Jobs succeeded in differentiating iPhone, Apple, and all the products of Apple by positioning himself in a different way, leveraging what he was standing for. He was standing for people who dare to think different. And he put in place systems, devices that help those people who think different to release their creativity. First of all is differentiation. Your content has to be unique. The way you share your content has to be unique. When someone stumbles upon your content, it has to understand that there is something different about this. And I want to tell you, in a competitive market, different is beautiful. Different is attractive. Different is a way for you to stand out. That is the first thing to help us take advantage of opportunity, especially the opportunity of social media. The second thing is preparation. That here I'm talking about the way you approach the marketplace, your motivation. And I want you to understand that people who are coming on social media are not coming on social media because they want to buy something. As a business person, you have to understand that People who come on social media do not come to buy things. They come on social media to make connections, to build relationships. And when you understand that, you understand also that your content, the content you create, has to be a way for you to prepare those who are reading your content, those who are consuming your content, to prepare them for the day they will want your service, or they will want a solution that your service, or they will want a solution that your product provides. That is very important to understand. And when you position yourself in that perspective that my content is there to prepare them, you position yourself in a perspective of building a relationship with your audience. You are not there to sell them right away. You are there to build connections also. You use your content to make your audience know you, like you, and trust you, because you understand that you cannot cause someone to buy something from you if that person doesn't know you, if that person doesn't like you, and if that person doesn't trust you. That is simple. So you approach social media first of all with a strategy of differentiating yourself, but after that you prepare. Every content you create is to prepare your audience for the day they will want, or they will be ready to buy the solution that your service or your product provides. And that is very important to understand. That is very powerful to understand. When you have that mentality, you will understand that you have to always prepare the mind of your prospect, the mind of your potential clients, and the mind of your audience through the content you are sharing. That is why I call it preparation. It's about building a relationship. It's about building trust. It's about causing them to trust you, because when you go on social media and the first time you start consuming the content of someone, the first time you consume his content is about selling, buying something, you are not attracted to that, or to that personality. You are not attracted to that social media account, because you think in your subconscious mind that that person is there to take from me. People are interested in themselves and in any other people that can help them achieve their goals. And that is very powerful to understand. So the first thing is differentiation. The second thing is preparation. Now, the third thing is apprehension. It's important. When I'm talking about apprehension, I'm talking about your capacity to understand the core needs, the core motivation, or the core drive of your audience or your ideal client. You know, we are at the service of the marketplace. The marketplace is not at our service. And the first job of a servant, when you go into a restaurant, when the waiter comes toward you, the first thing the waiter wants to know is, what do you want? What do you want? What do you need? And also, we have to understand that in order for us to create valuable content, relevant content, attractive content that will create that connection with our audience, we have first of all to understand what is, one, their motivation, what is, two, their aspiration, and what is, three, their intention. Their motivation talks about what makes them buy, what moves them. The aspiration talks about their dream. And the intention talks about what the problem they want to solve, or the desire they want to satisfy. And when you understand that, it will help you position yourself on social media in such a way that when your ideal client will come over, will stumble upon your content, will start consuming your content, that ideal client will have no other choice than to do business with you because you are different. Second, you craft or you have crafted your content in such a way to build that connection with them. And third, you understand his motivation, you understand his aspiration, and you understand his intention. That is very important. And these are the three things I wanted to share with you. I learned those three things as I was meditating on that passage, as Jesus was helping his disciples understand that you cannot guess or you cannot determine the day of the coming back of the master. But what you can do is you can prepare yourself in such a way that whether it's sooner or later, you will have what it takes to take advantage of his return. And today, as business people, we are looking for that ideal client. And the way for us to get prepared is to apply those three things: differentiation, preparation, building a relationship through our content, and third, apprehension, understanding what is the core drive of our ideal client, what are their motivations, their intentions, and their aspirations. And those three things will help you as a business person to stay prepared, to stay aware in such a way that when your ideal client will stumble upon your content, he will have no other choice than to do business with you. That is what I wanted to share with you. That is what I got from my reflection and meditation time. It was quite amazing. I hope you've got some value, you who are watching us. And it was a pleasure for me to share my reflections with you, my meditation with you. I hope you've got something today as a business person that will help you improve the quality of your business and your results. And as I usually say, it was Zoe from Cameroon. I wish you success.